Get those nerds! 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 What?
Nerds! What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Pandora's Box. I hope you're ready for our out of control 80s show tonight where we're just going to do anything 80s. We don't even have a plan. We're just going in. And here we go with Mr. Mikey Sutton. What's up, Mikey?
Chopped off heads, full frontal nudity, and ghosts that give blowjobs. Welcome to the 80s version of Pandora's Box.
Very 80s tonight, right?
And this dude had Hollywood Nights in his intro. How cool is that?
I was like, who's going to recognize the Hollywood Nights?
Hollywood Nights, come on, Michelle Pfeiffer. It has one of the best scenes in all 80s films where they pee in a punch bowl.
Yes.
And the teacher goes, get a little wang to it. A forgotten film. I love that. You know, Hollywood Nights.
Hollywood Nights.
Robert Wool, that was in Batman. He was in there. I mean, it's just
yeah.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
New Bomb Turf, right? What's his name again?
Oh, God.
I remember his name from the Hollywood Nights. I can't remember the actor.
Holy shit.
That's hilarious.
Oh, man.
New Bomb Turf. He finally gets with the chick and he can't rise to the moment.
Michelle Pfeiffer and that shooted her off with nothing underneath. Remember that scene?
Yes,
we all talked about that in the school the next day.
Hollywood Nights is a freaking classic.
Oh, it is.
You have to see it, man. It is so good.
Great movie. They're like, oh my God, Hollywood Nights. I was freaking out. Like, oh, you shit.
And also, don't forget Midnight Madness. You remember that one?
Yes, yeah.
Leon. We should clip that for Leon.
Then they go, you got to.
Yeah, that's when Leon does something wild. We'll just go, Leon.
Even before we started Necron, I got a feeling we're going to keep doing this. This is the more I thought about it, the more fun this idea is. I don't know, man. This might be a permanent thing. This will go down your permanent record.
Yes, on our permanent. I like when oh, Lord Fraser, you're a nerd metal. Oh yeah, look who's talking, bro.
I was playing Anvil before the show started, so you want to get nerdy, you know?
Oh,
Anvil.
Really?
Yeah.
Anvil, nice. Metal on metal.
That's awesome. We had a documentary about them. That was a great documentary. I felt so sorry for them, you know.
Yeah. And it's like a lot of bands are in that mode from that era, you know, that just kind of never really got to the super side.
Man.
Still logging along, playing little clubs and festivals and whatever. But you know what, dude? Sometimes I think about it, but then I think, you know what? That's what makes them happy. Why not?
Exactly. You know, as long as they're happy. But Man of War, I love Man of War. Yeah. This is so much fun, man. We're having fun already.
Oh yeah. So oh yeah, and we went to chat. We want you guys to throw in your 80s stuff, and you know.
Yeah.
It's definitely a fun show tonight. So you know, I know some of my metal people will be like, "This is not a." I wasn't gonna talk about some metal, but this isn't. Yeah, it's not witching hour or anything like that. But it's a fun 80s show. Man. So I pulled up some things, you know.
So.
And we'll see.
We're gonna test his memory tonight.
Yeah. Let me get over here. I have a ton of stuff, but
oh boy,
I want to start. Let me get right. Let's start with the stuff you sent. All right.
All right. Sure.
Okay. I'm sure anyone from the 80s who was a comic book reading kid will probably remember this animated show because that was big stuff.
Huge stuff, and you know, Necron, this to me was the beginning of the MCU, really, for me at least.
I could see that. Hell yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm. And I remember being very excited because there really wasn't much animated-wise for Marvel back then at that point.
There really wasn't anything Marvel. I mean, you had the Hulk TV show, right?
Yep.
You briefly had that Spider-Man show. And then you had that really weird Doctor Strange TV movie that was only.
Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah, the dude with the 70s haircut.
Yeah, 70s which I saw, by the way, was its only broadcast. I did see it. And Then there's the Captain America specials with him in the motorcycle helmet. Red Brown, who's actually my Facebook friend. Um, but Spider-Man is an Amazing Friends was the first time we really saw the Marvel Universe on TV.
Correct.
Um, and we had X-Men show up. And the list of guest stars on this show are incredible. Um,
Isn't it? Because I can't.
God,
I remember that it was almost like you had the main cast,
yeah,
and then you would get all these guests
yeah.
all the time.
Well, they was the first animated appearance of the X-Men. They showed up on here.
Yeah,
Um,
wasn't Kitty Pryde like the first one?
yeah, she was on here.
Okay, I'm remembering it.
So was
Okay,
Daredevil. Daredevil was on here.
Daredevil.
Ghost Rider was on here. Um, and one I didn't even know about Necron until a few years ago. For some reason I missed this episode.
Uh-huh.
Shan the She Devil was on here.
Are you? That's yeah. Wow. Shit.
Wild, yeah, it's just wild. Thor was on here, and let's not forget Stan Lee was hosting the show.
I do remember that. See, now you're triggering all that.
Yeah.
Stan Lee would come out and talk, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Man.
I think this show is on Disney Plus, if I remember correctly. If it's still on there or not.
Oh, you can stream it. Wow.
Yeah, I love this show. This is okay. Subjectively speaking, this is my all-time favorite cartoon. It came out at the right time, right? 1982. It was 81. In my early teens. Loving comic books like crazy back then.
Okay, 82. I think I would have just probably been 12 or 13. So yeah, I was super
Yeah,
early teens.
super early teens, and I wake up in the morning with this, and people have forgotten that after the first season, there were two shows. There was a Hulk cartoon that was back to back with this. It was like a Spider-Man Hulk hour or something like that. And I think She-Hulk was in that cartoon as well. So, man, it's wild. Man, it's like MC,
That's ringing a bell.
right? It's like MC
Yes,
from 40
that's.
years ago.
I remember She-Hulk. Yes.
You know?
Holy crap, that was
And
right.
Firestar was hot.
Yeah,
Um,
very, very finely animated.
yeah, she was, right? you know, um, this show, I can't stop reading about this show because it's such a big part of my childhood. And it really is almost like a key to the MCU from 40 years ago. All these characters showing up, in costume and everything, and the animation was pretty good.
Yeah, it wasn't bad for an 80s cartoon.
Yeah, and I love the sound effects in the show. I was reading a subneck run.
Uh-huh.
Apparently, some of the sound effects came from Buck Rogers' TV show, which I didn't even know about. No wonder
Oh,
they.
really? I didn't
Yeah,
know that one.
yeah,
Wow. They were just copying the sound effects over.
yeah, just bringing them over. Yeah, they're both on NBC, so
Yeah.
good
Save
stuff.
some
Good
money
stuff.
on the budget, right?
There you
Okay.
go.
And here's one I vaguely remember that you brought in. Whiz Kids.
Okay, this is really obscure. How many of you remember this show? Um,
I just I
John Blank.
remember it, but I don't remember details. How's that?
So I remember this show the year before I left the country when I went to the Philippines and back home to go to high school. I believe
Wow.
this show was from '83. It was basically it's a War Games ripoff. Um, Now at the time, guys, you gotta notice personal computers were like sci-fi back then. You had to be a rich person to afford one of those. Um,
Dude, it was a big deal.
it was a
Like if
big
someone
deal,
got
right?
what was it? The Atari 4800? Am I remembering that right? Because I remember the 2600 was the
Yeah,
the game console, but
the
then
game console.
you could actually get an Atari computer that was
Yeah,
like higher end. And I remember my neighbor got that, and I was
that's
so jealous.
pricey as
Yes,
hell. I mean, I could never afford that. And so when I saw this show back then, I was like, "Oh my god, like high tech, right?" I'm sure.
Whiz Kids.
Can you imagine watching this now and seeing all those dated computers? Probably just like you chuckle at it now. And look, I don't remember barely anything about this show. The intro, they're on bicycles, riding on their bicycles. I remember that.
Oh
Uh,
man.
I remember some computer hacking stuff because again, it's after War Games, so they were trying to capitalize on the whole War Games thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, So
I do remember War Games.
I was hoping Retro Nerd Girl will be here. Retro Nerd is your type of thing.
Oh yeah, she said hello to you and happy birthday.
Oh, thank you, Retro. Do you remember Whiz Kids Retro?
Yeah, do you remember that one? She's
So,
been doing her in-depth cartoons from the decades on her
oh,
show.
awesome, awesome. And little
Oh, praise.
trivia
Oh
about
God, Dynasty.
Dynasty. I used to watch that. I
Yeah,
used
who
to watch
shot
Dynasty.
JR? That was the biggest thing in the world,
You
man.
know, Al Corley on that show. I think he was one of the first gay characters. He had a music career. He had a song called Square Rooms, like a new wave with a little disco song that was really good.
Oh,
A little,
really?
a little trivia for you guys.
Did
Okay, a little
not even.
trivia. Whiz Kids. I can't pronounce that guy's name, the Matthew Laboratory, whatever his name is.
Uh-huh.
But the girl in the middle there. Does she look familiar to you at all? She should be.
Let me blow that up on my
She's a
screen.
little bit younger here. And I had no idea she was on the show. Like, I had made no impression on me until later on.
I don't recognize her.
Okay.
I don't.
That is Andrea Elson from Alf.
Oh shit! Now I
was-
see.
She was
Yeah.
a cutie from Alf, yeah. And
So this was pre-Alf.
it was pre-Alf, yeah, like a year or two before. And I had no idea she was on this show. Like, oh my gosh, she was on this show. I had no clue. Dude, I have not seen this show since '83. Like nothing. I've seen nothing from it since then. I'm sure it might be on YouTube somewhere. I haven't looked it up. But yeah, Whiz Kids.
Yeah, I remember the name. I couldn't tell you a damn thing about it, but I remember the name Whiz Kids. And I mean, remember that used to be the term, that if you had a computer,
Yeah.
they call you a whiz kid. You're like, oh, he's a whiz kid. He got a home computer. Like, what? He has a computer? They'd be like, whoa, they must be, like you were saying, they must be rich.
Yeah, I know, right? Look at that dated logo too, just hilarious. Like,
Now you got computers on your phone and blow it away, man.
yeah, I know, seriously. I mean, doesn't get any more 80s than this. What 80s it gets? Look at their clothes, man. Look at that kid's clothes, man, with the red and green and the white.
Oh yeah, so those big block stripes.
big block stripes.
Yeah.
It's just-
I remember being like forced into wearing shirts like that when you would have to go to dinner with your parents or something. I would come out like in a Judas Priest shirt, and they'd be like, "Nah, you need to wear this one." I'm like, ugh. I have to wear a big block shirt.
the shirt I remember I had. Again, it's almost like predicting my future. I had a shirt with Spider-Man punching Mysterio in his bowl.
Oh, pah.
Yeah, I
Nice.
love that shirt. I wonder if it's on eBay somewhere just to get just see it again. But
Hey, do you remember going to the mall and the iron-on shirt store?
Iron Man shirt, holy shit, dude!
Yeah, you would get all the like kind of cool designs because they
Star Wars. I would have a Star Wars Iron Man
bootlegs
shirt.
and all that. So you
Oh
didn't
my
know.
god,
It's
dude!
like, oh,
You're
look at the Darth Vader shirt, fucking cool.
Wow. Well,
Yeah.
and you wash them, they'd peel off and look horrible.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. It's a one-time wear.
One time that's about it, you know.
Yeah, dude. But I used to spend money on those shirts. Man, Frazier's is naming off stuff in here. Punky Brewster, Different
Definitely.
Strokes,
Oh, I love Punky
Live,
Brewster. Yeah.
Punky
You know,
Brewster.
it's fun. It's funny, Fraser, is that I remember like everything about like every film and TV show about the '80s. You ask me the last 10 years, I'm like, huh? You know?
I mean, does that says kind of not much about what we're getting,
Yeah.
on TV, because yeah, 80s, I can remember a lot of them, like names and all that too.
Well,
But like a show on regular television now, I'd be
No.
like, what?
no
I
clue.
don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Somebody mentioned Thunder Barbarian. That is one of the greatest shows of all time.
Dundar the Barbarian, yes,
That's
that's a good
incredible
call.
show. Ariel, oh my gosh, you're so hot. And what people don't know about Thunder Barbarian, that show was co-designed by Jack Kirby, co-creator of
Well,
Marvel
there
Universe,
you go. That
creator
man,
of Darkseid. Yeah, those designs are from Jack Kirby. And Alex Nino, I think, was the other designer on that show, or was it Alex Toth? One of the Alexes. But I know Kirby, and one of the writers was Steve Gerber, who wrote Man Thing and Howard the Duck for Marvel. He had quit Marvel and was writing Thunder, the Barbarian.
Oh no shit. He quit Marvel to write that.
Well, he was suing Marvel for Howard Ducks. Was a long story, but he was. That's why Thunder had really good writing for a comic book show.
Yeah.
Very comic booky in its writing as well, is because of that. Now, why is maybe I shouldn't ask for one. Be careful what you wish for, right? So I was gonna
Hmm.
say, why isn't there a Thunder the Barbarian revival? But maybe you don't want it to suck. You know what I mean? Um,
True. It's gonna have to live up to some shoes from the past, man. Thundar was killer.
you
That
know
was
what?
one of those ones I would check out for sure.
You know what, Necron? If I had a choice,
Uh huh.
if I could get the rights to any cartoon to do a comic book for, it'd be Thundar the Barbarian. I would love to write Thundar and have Noel draw it. Oh my god,
Ooh.
wouldn't it be awesome, right? Because
Oh, I wonder who has the rights to Thundar.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, I can't remember what studio. It wasn't Hanna Barbera. It was one of the other ones that put it
Do
out.
you
But
I'm sure you're familiar with Dynamite Comics.
yeah, yeah, I am. Yeah,
They
yeah.
they do a lot of that type of stuff.
Licensing, yeah, the Red Sun,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
From 80s and things and
yeah, yeah.
licensing, and they do a good job. Wouldn't be a bad idea, but maybe
Oh,
look into
yeah,
that
good
one day.
point.
Yeah, see what's up.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
I
see,
don't
everybody's
think
loving Thundar.
Thundar is great, man. And
And Humanoids, was that 80s? Yeah, and Humanoids was 80s. That's
it
right.
is, yeah.
That was a really cool comic. I mean,
Cartoon,
cartoon.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because they came from the depths and rigor mortis, turn people into zombies and things, and the octopus guy. It's fucking great,
How
man.
cool is that, right? Um, and you mentioned Inhumanoids. I think of Humanoids from the Deep. I wanted to bring that up today too.
That's a great one. That's a great one. My favorite double feature for me is Inhumanoids from the Deep and Chud back to back. Can't go wrong, man.
That's a great double feature, man.
Yeah,
That's just awesome.
there's Tommy with Red Sonja, Beastmaster, Class of the Titans. That's all good sword and sorcery stuff, man. And don't forget the Sword and the Sorcerer too, man. That's
Oh
another
hell
one.
yeah! Oh hell yeah! The
Of course,
director of that passed away recently, by the way, too.
oh really? Oh
Yeah.
damn. Oh man, speaking of 80s, we got to get a shout out to Tina Turner. She passed away today. Rest in peace.
Yeah, man, the Queen of Rock and Roll. Man.
She had a super 80s revival, man. You can't deny it.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
love
dude.
Private Dancer is a great song. I think my favorite from her. Also,
Oh
from Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. Let's not forget she had that really great song. We don't need another hero, and
oh shoot, she was in Mad Max 3,
yeah, Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. Yeah,
Bartertown.
good stuff, man. Good stuff.
Voltron was Retro Nerd Girl's all-time favorite.
Yeah, Volt is five for me, obviously, but I love Voltron.
Yeah.
But Voltus Fight wasn't shown in America, though. That's the thing. It was not shown over here. So
It wasn't shown over here?
no,
Okay.
not to my knowledge. Battle of the
I don't
Planets,
remember.
though. Battle of the Planets was just the shit,
Oh,
and that was awesome.
that was fucking. That's in my list of things to show, so we'll get to it. That was
Okay, I know what you're
awesome.
talking about, Teddy. There's this TV movie, Necron, that
I know
starred
what he's talking about.
Tom Hanks as
Yeah, he gets all caught up in the fantasy world.
D&D. What was that called? Can you guys look it up? Tom Hanks, it was an anti D&D movie.
Yeah, it was like almost one of those. Oh, your kid's getting into the occult and things like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, you know.
But it was part of Satanic Panic against D&D and all that.
It'd be funny to get a parody of that, and then they'll make it the Snyder cult, right?
We're all caught up in the Snyder Cult.
You're watching Man of Steel again? Yeah, it's bad for you, right?
You're cosplaying Man of Steel again? Oh no. You're gonna have a TV movie made about you.
Monsters and Mazes. Thank you, World Eater. That's that title.
Monsters and Mazes. That's World Eater's on a fire. He's one of my regulars on the Metal Show. He's killing it.
Awesome. Oh my god. You know, well, trek back to time travel here. when I was in seventh grade, I actually remember story time. I had some story time. Um, we played D&D in class, like during a recess. My teacher would give me the keys to the. I could not can't do that seriously. She gave me the keys to the classroom, and she goes, "Here you go, Mike. You can play D&D in the classroom while everybody's gone." Like, what? Looking back on it now, I can't believe the trust they put into me to I guess this is why insiders trust me with their scoops, right? Goes back
Uh,
decades, right? When I was Nick, Ron, think about this.
okay, I thought you dropped out for
Could
a
have
second.
easily went through her files and looked up the answers to upcoming tests.
Oh yeah, with the access to everything,
Yeah, like
you've been acing all them tests,
oh my
bro.
god, dude, because she had all those books on her table. She had all the answer books on her table. I could have easily, like, wrote those down. But instead, we just us nerds, we just sat there and played D and like pretty R-rated NC-17 D&D games. That was Dungeon Master.
And she's
But
over here, oh, they're so smart. They're acing their test and everything.
oh my god, I remember one day, right? We were playing D&D up in the corner of the classroom, and next to all the chairs and everything. We just sat in this corner there, all of us. And
Uh-huh.
the principal walked in like shit. Principal walked in. Dude did not see us. He just walked from one door to the exit door. Just walked across the room. Did not see us. We were all like sitting there quiet and just walked out. like holy, like how would we explain that? Teacher.
Wow. He didn't. Yeah, because that would have been some trouble there. Playing D and
She
D.
would she would have gotten in trouble for like giving me the key first of all, and then we would have gotten in trouble for having these books with demons.
Isn't that so weird how that used to freak people out so much
yeah,
back
yeah,
then? Well, seems like it's starting to come back, but yeah, for sure, dude. I know my
yeah.
metal shirts used to freak people out, like my teachers and all that, and I would
Oh,
get
I
sent
bet.
home. I would get sent home for them sometimes, and of course, I would just walk over to the mall and hang out over there the rest of the
There
day.
you go.
We literally
Wow.
had a mall across the street from my high school one
Oh,
time
you're
at the
lucky,
time.
man.
Oh
You're
yeah, what
lucky.
fucking 80s is that, dude? I had a fucking mall across from my high school. So you'd go there and they had a McDonald's on the inside and go in there and eat, and everybody be like, "Let's go smoke," and we smoke, and then everybody after that be like full and smoked out and be like, "Are we going back?" And we're like, "I'm not. You nah. I'm just gonna hang out here." I'd always get in trouble like, "Why are you all here at first part of the day, but you're gone the last part of the day?" I'd be like, "Mm."
The mall for me, Necron, was about a half hour away. So,
Yeah,
uh,
see, ours was literally walking distance.
yeah, I wish.
And then we go into the record store and there'd be like cool guys, that
yeah.
or in bands that are a little older than us, and we hang out and talk with them, and talk about metal or whatever, and
That's
just
awesome.
yeah, dude, it was like fucking cool. Then go to the music store and talk about. Remember when you actually could buy guitars at the mall and all that?
Oh man, I lived next to Luke Air Force Base in Arizona. Um, and we lived in the neighborhood of all the rich kids.
Uh huh.
Uh, but everything was far away. The comic book store was far away. But I just remember just really great days of going to Peter Piper Pizza and uh,
Yeah, yeah.
oh, just great pizza. Just so many great memories, man.
My younger, like early 80s, it was Showbiz Pizza, and
Yeah,
and, and then its competition was Chuck E. Cheese before they bought them out.
that's
But
right.
yeah, but Showbiz had some damn good pizza, dude. I miss that pizza. That shit was still there today. I'd go there and have it for lunch, man. I'd be like,
Yeah.
this. And you remember they served beer, so the parents loved it. It's like, here, kids, here's $20. Go knock yourself out. They can sit there and get hammered, drinking beer, and eating pizza, and watching the sports games while the kids are in the arcade. All,
It's awesome. That is awesome. My favorite was, and many of you do not know this. I think it was only sold in Arizona, so unless you were there, maybe some cities had it. It was called Old Bob Miller's Sarsaparilla. And I've tried other sarsaparilla, Necron. It's not the same. First of all, the sarsaparilla, when you pour it into your glass, it's red,
Okay.
and it's so delicious. And so after school, there was a convenience store across the street from my school. We would go there. I'd buy one bottle of Bob Miller sarsaparilla and a bag of Doritos. My day was made, man. My day was made.
Dude, that's funny you bring that up because that's another thing about the 80s. You remember the toy spin racks in the convenience stores?
Oh, hell yeah.
You could buy like the Starsky and Hutch gun set.
Yep. Imagine doing that now, right? Yeah.
Right.
Not going to happen.
A 45 and a Magnum, just to play around with it.
Never.
The Starsky and Hutch gun set on the spin rack next to the comics. And then you had all the over the top sodas like knee high red, knee high orange, and all that stuff that you really don't see anymore. Probably because the sugar content was just like mind blowing in it and all that.
Yeah, we all get the diabetes.
Yeah. But the difference between us and the kids now is we were outside a lot more. We're now
we were all the time.
Everybody's in home on computers more so than like outside. We were. Remember too, Mikey? Didn't parents like kick kids out of the house?
Yeah.
Like I remember my dad be like, "All right, you get the hell out of here. Go go out and play for like a couple hours. Don't come back for until it starts getting dark."
Not anymore, man. Not anymore.
Nope. They got everybody terrified and all that shit.
Yeah, now when those kids go out, they have their cell phones with them, so they're still at home. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they can be tracked. They can't go and get into mischief and all that like we used to. Rock chips, I remember those, and those rock. Remember those candy rocks?
Yeah, what do you call them? I'm about to ask you that same question. The Pop Rocks.
Pop Rocks. Yep.
And you guys have never experienced the fun of going to 7-Eleven and looking through all the Hustlers and Penthouse.
Oh, yeah.
They were not covered. They were there, wide in the open,
Yeah, no black cover on them. No plastic cover.
No plastic, no wrapper around it, And all the tall kids, I could reach up and get them,
And maybe a couple of us would have the nerve to actually like slip them inside their coat, and just take a. And that was like, I don't know, Mikey. That wasn't that like more valuable than gold.
It was.
Dirty
man.
Magazine back in the 80s.
Oh yeah.
That's hilarious because all the kids go, "Ooh, shit."
I love Pop Rocks.
Oh, candy cigarettes. That's a good one.
Oh, my God. I love those.
The marketing idea.
Can you imagine that now?
Candy cigarettes.
That'll never happen now, man.
With your Starsky and Hutch gun set. Candy cigarettes.
There you go.
I'm a tough guy.
If we can go back in time and have a politically incorrect day, you know what I mean?
Oh, I know.
Get some candy cigarettes and
kids.
Get some.
Oh shit, that's hilarious.
Not for minors, Hustler magazines from 7-Eleven.
Now, you said this one, dude, and I have a vague memory of this. The Power of Matthew Starr. I was like, dude, that rings a bell, but I didn't want to look it up. I wanted you to explain it.
Good.
Because I was like, I remember this, but obviously I don't remember the details of it.
Okay. Powers of Matthew Starr are one of those one-season wonders. I think like Peter Barton is the kid's name on the left. He's an alien with like telepathic powers. So this guy is a high school kid, right? Now, what's shocking to me, Necron, that this show had an Oscar-winning actor and Louis Gossett Jr.
Yeah.
Like, holy
Got to
crap.
start somewhere, right?
Oh my God. So this was a year before he won his Oscar, dude. This
Oh, it
is
was a year before. What's that? The
yes,
Officer and Gentleman.
yes. In fact, he was shooting that at the time of the show was on the air. So, in fact, Officer and Gentleman came out in '83 was when the show was on. He won the Oscar a year later, but yeah, Louis Gossett Jr. was in
That's
this
a my.
once no budget sci-fi show. Um, and apparently, this show influenced an anime called Orange Road from Japan, which I love.
Uh-huh.
But they I guess it had to influence somebody, right?
Powers of Matthew Star. When I saw that, like, holy shit, Mikey just did a mega freaking deep dive, dude. Check out that immaculate hairdo on that guy,
Oh
man.
yeah, you can't beat that hairdo, man.
This is going to be a politically incorrect statement, but that
Yeah.
hair is a 80's pussy magnet back then, dude. Like, all the girls would be like, holy shit.
Dude, I knew guys with that hairstyle, and yeah, ladies chasing them all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
So.
If you could pull that one off in the 80's, dude,
Yeah, man.
you were doing all right.
You know, I guess that was something. I had the keys to the class. You know, I could have brought girls in there. Seriously, I could have brought girls in there and done things.
Oh yeah, but you're playing D&D.
But we played D&D, so like we couldn't get any girls back then. You know?
Like, hey, you guys want to play D&D with us? And they're like, no.
I can only imagine, man. Teachers would give kids that access now. Like each other in the classroom.
I almost
Yeah.
feel sorry for them, like the kids now, because they got so much access to anything. It's just like,
Yeah.
there's no thrill, and
There's no thrill,
yeah, like sometimes like Lemmy says, the chase is better than the catch. It's the chase of trying to accomplish something. Play strip poker, yeah, Fraser. Yeah.
There you go. There is like that feeling of rebelliousness, right? When you like when a DJ playing a song with the F word, in the radio, like, oh yeah,
Oh yeah, especially back then, dude.
Yeah, back then it's like, holy shit, yeah,
Fuck, they went over the top, Wow,
Like,
that's all.
I would always call college radio stations and make them play songs that have F words in them, just for the hell of it, dude.
$1 Million Man. I believe that was 70's.
That was 70's, yeah.
Yeah.
He was gone by the.
JD says put Fraser in a timeout already.
Yeah, he was already the fall guy in the 80's. So
the Fall Guy was cool.
I love the Fall Guy.
Show.
That song, opening song. Hey, let's discuss opening songs, dude. The Fall Guy had a great one. And Greatest American Hero. Right?
Dude, all right. We're just gonna have to start doing this because let me find it. Because boom, Greatest American
There you go.
And also shout out to Carpenter's Corpse with Samantha Fox. Hell yeah, Samantha Fox rules.
Oh
man.
yeah, she's hot. Yeah.
Dude, you remember those videos? Woo!
Oh yeah.
Who's this blondie? But Greatest American Hero, one of the best freaking soundtracks to a show ever.
Ever. I mean, even now you listen to it, like it gives you chills.
I remember when George parodied it on Seinfeld. When he was ghosting, I forgot who, and he had a recording, and it was believe it or not, George is not home. Where can
what?
he be?
Oh my God, Necron! It's the 80's. I can't believe I didn't send you this. Hold on, I'll be right back. I'm gonna send you something on your Facebook.
Okay.
Yes. Can't believe I forgot. Of all Jesus Christ. Okay, hold on. Let me get this here. Of all things to forget to send you.
Kids today will find a way. It's just different. You're probably right. They're retro.
Yeah.
We're just old and don't know that they're tricking us somehow, right? That's probably the truth.
Totally true. But man, it was just sneaking around all that shit that we did.
But the whole tracking out thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Frasier, you're getting close. Hardcastle and McCormick. That's a good call. I remember that show.
Oh my God! Wow, that's deep cut.
Hardcastle and McCormick.
Holy
That's something
shit, dude!
I probably haven't said probably since it's been on. Hardcastle and McCormick. Wow, man. All right. Let me
Okay,
see.
I got one for you. This one's really deep, really,
Okay.
really deep. 10 speed and brown shoe.
What? What? You got me.
10 speed and brown shoe. It's Sir Jeff Goldblum.
10 speed and brown shoe.
It's from 1980, and I think it only lasted one season.
It sounds like it. Wow.
Okay, so I'm gonna send you something. Give
Okay.
me a second here. Can't believe I forgot this. Okay, I'm glad I caught it in time.
That's a good call.
Hmm.
Better Off Dead is a classic.
Oh, I love that film. Love that
Two
movie.
dollars. Oh, and remember the exchange students that grew up on Howard Cosell, ABC Wide World of Sports,
Oh
and
yeah.
they always want to race them at the
Yep. Yep.
at, they're all, here we are again.
I saw Better Off There like 5 or 6 times on Betamax.
Right. That's another place where we used to catch a lot of these movies was
Yeah,
um on
Betamax.
Betamax,
Yeah,
VHS, or on
yeah.
HBO, Showtime, and all them.
Well, dude, I had a video disc player, so
Ooh, you're fancy, bro. Wow. Disc player. Those things were expensive, weren't they?
yeah, yeah.
But they were like super highest quality you could get.
At the time, yeah, before
Yeah.
laser discs,
Hmm.
you had to flip it over to when half the movie was finished. You had to flip it over.
Okay, let's show what
Yeah.
you sent here. Boom. What do we got here? Let me remove the
Olivia
comment.
Cornell from Too Close for Comfort.
Too Close for Comfort, dude.
Yeah,
Ted
yeah.
Knight, right?
Yeah, Ted Knight with the Cosmic Cow. Um, yeah, she was my first crush ever, and everything. She was my first crush, and we became friends around 2005. So she sent me this a few years ago. So,
Oh,
in
that's
fact,
fucking cool,
Necron,
dude.
when
That is
we
cool.
do this again, listen, I'm gonna invite her to the show and have her
Are
talk
you
to me.
serious?
I'm serious. I'm gonna invite her to the show. I'm gonna say, Lydia, can you please come on to the show and we'll talk to her live.
Because one of the things I loved about Too Close for Comfort is the Warriors.
Yeah.
The girl from the Warriors was in there.
Oh, that's her sister, Deborah Van Valkenburg. Yeah, that was
Boy,
her.
if you could pull off a
I'll bring them both on. See if I can do that.
dude, yeah, if you could do that, do my mind because I would go insane asking Warriors questions.
I love that film.
Oh, the Warriors is fantastic,
Walter Hill, man, that can be another great director from the era, right?
dude. That
So
would
yeah,
be mind
yeah.
blowing. The freaking Warriors, wow. Weird Science, yeah. Weird Science was in my intro. If you
Yep.
came in late, but Weird Science is classic. It makes no
John
freaking
Hughes.
sense. Yeah,
Nope,
makes
doesn't
no
have to.
sense.
Doesn't
It's
have
just
to.
like they put all their information in a computer and made the ultimate woman. Okay, I'm down. You're like, what? And then she has superpowers on top of it, which is cool.
Surprisingly moral because they didn't do it with her,
No, because that's probably how it really would pan out.
They're too dirty anyway.
Yeah, they're like, remember when she took a shower with them? They were just like,
Yeah. Another film that would not get made now, even with
oh no, they wouldn't. They wouldn't. Mm-mm. That's kind of lame. Everybody's so uptight now. Jeez.
yeah.
But that's very cool, Mikey.
RDJ was in Weird Science. That's right. That's right. I miss John Hughes, man. I love his film, 16 Candles.
He
Breakfast
was a
Club.
king in the 80s.
Oh God.
Breakfast
Yeah.
Club, Some Kind of Wonderful. Remember that
Did
one?
you see the pirate film that he wrote? Nate and something. What was that called? Nathan
No.
Hughes or something. Oh, okay. Chat. Can you look up John Hughes and that Nate something? It was a pirate film that he wrote. I can't remember.
Speaking of 80s, remember Ice Pirates?
Oh God, man, man. You know, I saw it in the Philippines. I saw it on Betamax tape.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
I haven't
Nice.
seen it since. I should watch that again. I don't
I
know if it is
I
streaming
heard it was like
anywhere.
super goofy.
It was
Maybe it is on a streamer
it was
somewhere.
wacky. It was wacky. Bet you James Gunn likes it.
Yes, yes, a very young RDJ. Yep. They wanted
RDJ.
to, but she was too much of a woman for them. Very, very much so. Facts of what's your facts of life? Oh, what year? I think it was 80's, right? Early 80's. The facts of life. I think we lost Mikey for a second. Breaking now you're talking. Breaking was some popular shit.
Let's take Boogaloo.
Yeah, Electric Boogaloo. Um, I remember because there was I remember when like rap and all that was first starting to come in, right?
Yeah.
We were
Yep.
we used to take the bus up when I this is when I lived on a different side of town, not when I lived by the high school. I lived on the south side of town, and we would have to take the bus up to the mall, right? And
Uh huh.
a couple of the guys were dressed up in their like electric boogaloo gear, right? For all their and but we were the metal kids. But you know, we knew the guys, right? We were all friends with them,
Yeah.
but they didn't know we were in the bus. And when they got on the bus, my friend Gilbert shouts to one of the guys. His name was David, and like David has no idea, right? He's just getting on the bus to pay, and he goes, "Yo, David, where you going? Beat Street?" And the whole freaking bus started laughing at this guy. He was like, "Fuck you, Gilbert." Oh, okay, now we got some love from Ice Pirates, and her retro loves it.
Okay. Here we go. I'm gonna try and stump you now.
Uh
See if
oh.
you remember this movie. It was co-written by John Hughes. Okay. It was called Nate and Hayes, and it starred Tommy Lee Jones. It was a pirate film. Do you remember this retro? Because people have forgotten about this movie, and
Damn,
I forgot that Tommy Lee Jones is in this movie.
Tommy. Damn, he must be super young, relatively speaking.
Yeah.
Yeah. That you know what? That's another thing we forgot to bring up too, as we get an answer from this. Um, Rodney Dangerfield and his classic '80s
RDJ
movie.
was in there. RDJ was in there.
Yep.
Um, so apparently Nathan Hayes had a title change. It was also called Savage Islands. All I remember is Nathan Hayes. That's the version I never seen. But yeah, Tommy Lee Jones was in there. Let's see who else was in this film. Michael O'Keefe and Janie Seagrove were in this film. It was like an Indiana Jones type of ripoff film. Um, More comedic though, very light. Dude, real genius. Oh my god. There you
That's
go.
classic.
Top 10. Top 10.
Real Genius is hilarious. Was Caddyshack '80s?
Yeah.
Caddyshack was '80s, right?
Yeah, 1980. Yeah.
Fucking hilarious
That
movie.
movie was just hysterical.
You know, another one that people don't talk about much anymore, but it's really good is
Yeah.
Neighbors with Bill Murray,
Oh
Dan
my
Aykroyd.
god. Wow.
Such a
Wow.
weird movie, but hilarious,
Oh my,
man.
that movie was hysterical. Oh my god. Dude, I literally have not thought about that movie in decades.
It is, when you
Decades.
remember it, you're like, that's
Seriously.
a good movie, man.
I remember the girl that was in the film was from Raging Bull. She was in that film. Okay, I gotta look up her name now. She was hot too.
Oh, yeah. Dan Aykroyd was screwing him over so much in that movie.
Yeah.
God. Wasn't Dan John Van Clad an extra? Which one are you talking about, JD? I'm kind of lost. Just let us
Okay.
know.
Okay. The girl from Neighbor was Kathy Moriarty. She was in Raging Bull as well.
Damn,
Yeah.
top tier actors in this thing, man.
Super hot. Yeah.
Okay, we got fucking Roy, my one of my other metal streaming partners from the unholy YouTube alliance of me, him, and him jamming out all badass. He just says Beat Street rules. Retro says never saw that one, Mikey.
You should see it. You should see it. I mean, if you're really into '80s nostalgia, that'll make that'll. Even though you've never seen it before, it'll take you back in time.
Savage Islands, I
Yeah,
guess
that's
that's what
the.
they call it.
Yeah, that's Nathan Hayes. Yeah, I guess like in Arizona, it's just called Nathan Hayes. So
Uh-oh, you
yeah,
got her. She's
yeah.
freaking interested now.
You just gotta look it up now.
21 Jump Street, the movie. Oh, no, not the movie, the TV show. I remember. Yeah, that was cool.
'88, right?
Yeah, late
Yeah.
80s.
Uh,
Oh, yeah, here's another 80s character, Pee Wee Herman and his
yeah.
movie.
Directed by Tim Burton, right?
Yeah, the first one's a
First
classic,
one, yeah.
dude. Oh, God.
Classic film.
Tell him large marks and shit. I still always crack up when he's driving in the road signs and it's squiggly and just starts getting all insane. He's like, ah.
You want to talk '80s comedies that I've forgotten about? One of my favorites was Fandango. Have you seen that Retro Nerd Girl? Fandango starred Kevin
Fandango.
Costner. I think that his first lead role was Fandango, and Judd Nelson was in there as well. Pre-Breakfast Club, Judd Nelson.
Dude, Dr. Detroit.
Uh,
That's a classic, too.
Evo soundtrack, and Dan Aykroyd.
Yes. And what's the one? The one where Chevy Chase gets the toxic waste and he gets those crazy
Oh
superpowers.
my God, I remember
What is
that.
that
Oh,
one?
shit.
Something live?
Modern Problems.
Modern Problem.
Modern
Yeah.
Problems.
Oh, dude. I mean, you guys got to watch that one. when he, when they put the flour down or whatever, the powder down.
Cocaine.
And he's like, cocaine. He just,
Yeah, they were probably on coke when they made that film, dude.
he was probably, yeah, probably.
Probably.
That was probably cocaine. Just, you know,
I'm pretty sure it was.
yeah, it was probably cocaine, so everything is fine. But dude, that was great.
Phantasm was great. I love Phantasm.
Phantasm, dude, the tall man, dude. I mean, what a fucking creepy character.
Yeah.
A lot of cool things about Phantasm. You have the tall man. You have those little crazy.
Yeah.
I don't want to say something bad. Tiny people, monsters, and they drove a freaking CUDA in it, which is cool too. I'm like, damn, this movie.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, that CUDA was badass, man.
Come here, boy.
Yeah.
Live a tall man. This is a great movie.
My singer of Hod always cracks me up because he wanted to get those little tiny people monster things to be our roadies, setting up ants all. And I don't know why I always crack up like, dude, that's outrageous. Oh yeah, dude, V. You know what? Speaking of V, I think I pulled that up. Let me find it. Maybe it didn't.
They were eating rats, man. That was so gross, man. That was shown on TV, like these aliens like eating those rats. It was so disgusting.
Right, dude. No, I thought I pulled up a V picture, but I guess I didn't. But you know, you brought this up earlier, and this was a cool show for TV. Buck Rogers, man.
Yeah, I love that show with bitty, you know that what's the
Bitty.
Tiki,
Yeah.
Twiki.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, hold on, bro. I think I got you covered here because boom.
There you go, Tiki.
Buck, right? He always does like those little computer voices or whatever.
I love that. That's awesome.
V, the big reveal, good one.
You know, the thing about V is that when we saw the trailers for V, they didn't show much, so you had no idea what to expect.
No, there was really like no idea of the plot or anything. You just knew these aliens were coming.
Then when you saw the show, it was like a theatrical show almost, you know?
Well, wasn't it, what, 81? 82?
83.
83. That's pretty early television, man.
It is. And the reason why I remember it so well, Necron, is because it was right before Return of the Jedi came out, right before it.
Oh, it was like kind of our little sci-fi holdover.
Yeah, it was. It was to hold us over, right? Man, I did not realize it'd be that good, though. Like, holy crap.
That V was, because really it depended on the story. it was such a good story that
Yeah,
carried
yeah.
it. You didn't have to like do like a lot of special effects and all that. See, everybody's loving B in the audience. Before I
That,
forget, too, speaking of comedies, History of the World Part One with Mel
oh
Brooks.
my
What a
god,
hilarious movie that was, man!
that movie was nonstop hilarity.
Remember when they were having the girl belly dance to see which one wasn't gay, and
Yeah.
that guy's feather just goes. Bleep.
One of my favorite parts in the movie, like they showed the origins of man,
Uh-huh.
and then there's this painting on the stone, right?
Uh-huh.
The artist was created. Then I read the critic was created, and the critic like pisses on the painting.
All
Uh,
right, I'm
so
downloading your picture you sent.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
we got a guest. We
yeah.
got a guest tonight. We have. Look who it is. It's freaking Francisco. What's up, Francisco?
Hey man,
Francisco,
What's up,
meet
man?
Mikey Sutton.
hey, nice to meet you.
Hey, what's going on, man? Yeah, nah, I mean, what's better to talk about than the 80s, right?
80s. Yeah, exactly. What are some of your favorite 80s comedies, Francisco?
Hold on,
Come
hold
in.
on. I forgot I didn't even have I didn't even have my damn headphones plugged in. I could hear you, but it was coming out of the monitor. Some of my
Oh,
favorite
okay.
what? My favorite what?
80s comedies.
Uh, let me go back. Let me go back in time and think. Definitely. I really liked like the Eddie Murphy stuff, like Beverly Hills Cop,
Whoa, we didn't even
Yeah,
talk about
yeah.
that, Mikey. Those are classic.
Trading
uh,
places.
Trading
Trading
Places.
Places. Yeah, all
Oh,
his.
hell
I mean,
yeah.
he coming to America, which was late '80s, but still.
It's 80s.
We that, and I remember me and my cousins. They were like, a couple years younger than I was. We would go to like the mom and pop video store, here in our small town. And, we were, I may have been 12. They were like 10, 11 or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And we would always just, as kids, we were that young. We'd go to the video store and just basically spend like an hour in there, just kind of looking at everything, right? And we always, there was a lot of comedy. A lot of John Candy stuff was big to us back then. Like,
Oh, man.
Yep.
John Candy made some killer ones. Of course,
Summer rental.
Summer Rental. Yep.
Yeah, we like that kind of stuff. And
What was the one with John?
Spaceballs and.
Oh shit, we didn't even bring up Spaceballs.
Oh god, that's a classic.
Yes.
But yeah, just stuff like that. But then, we would always like look at the back of the VHS tapes that they would have at the store, and like, it says rated R. They would rate you anything back then, right? It didn't matter.
Yeah, no one cared.
Yeah,
You
They
could
just
be like,
wanted your money. And dude, we were big time into like the summer camp style movies.
Oh,
you know what I mean? When you had your gratuitous nudity and shit like that.
Oh yeah, because you knew
So
what
for
you were
like
gonna get. Yeah.
for like a preteen, that was like, hey, but no, those were good times, man. Just going to the video store like, every Friday or whatever.
Hell yeah. Oh, in summertime you could go, anytime, and you didn't have to do it on Friday night. I miss this type of art on
I do
movie
too.
posters. This comedy caper type of art that
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like American
There's always
Graffiti.
yes, and there's always like girls being chased by guys in
It's
bikinis.
very Mad Magazine-esque of the
Yeah,
too,
for sure.
Show that picture I sent you.
Oh yeah, let me transfer that over real quick.
You remember Fletch with Chevy Chase? That was a great film.
Fletch
Yeah.
is a good one too, man.
Of course, like what was it? Vacation movies.
Oh
Right?
yeah, love those.
Oh, sorry, folks. The moose out front should have told you. The park's closed. Freaking John Candy.
What you need to do is go down there and he goes, what's that guy? Whenever they're jacking them for their tires or whatever.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm not even from here. What you need to do is,
They're just taking off their tires,
yeah.
rims. That used to be a thing. Everybody's stealing their damn rims.
And they put the dead grandma on top of the car.
Left her on the porch.
Buck Rogers right here. I met him a few
Oh
years.
wow.
Oh shit, Mikey.
Yeah, met
Oh
him
yeah. When was this?
2019, the year after my struggle. You can tell by the weight loss.
Yeah.
Yeah, really super nice guy, man. I
Buck
regret not meeting. Twiggy was there. I had no time, so he passed
Aw.
away like a year later. So I really regret that. But,
Oh damn.
yeah, met Gil though. He was super cool.
Did you ever meet Flash Gordon? Sam
No.
Sam Jones, right?
But he's been here though. I didn't get a chance to meet him. So
You
it's
didn't get-
unfortunate.
damn.
Met Dirk Benedict though. That was awesome.
Ernest goes
Vern.
to camp.
Vern was
Vern.
everywhere,
Vern.
man.
I saw that.
Everywhere.
I saw that in the theaters, dude.
Yeah. Ernest
Saw that in
goes
the
to camp.
theaters. My one of my good friends in like 6th, 7th, 8th grade or whatever, his older cousin worked was in high school, and he worked at the local movie theater, dude. And we would get into everything like for free.
Oh, that's awesome. You had an end, dude. Shit,
Yeah, I remember when he finally quit. I was like, what do you mean he quit? You gotta pay.
What was that skiing movie? And I know which one you're talking about.
I knew too. Was it
Skiing movie.
Was it Hot Dog?
Hot Dog. It was Hot Dog.
Movie?
Hot Dog movie. That was, I think.
Jesus Christ.
Wasn't there a hamburger?
Yes, there was a hamburger movie too, dude.
The one where
Dude, we would just go to movies and watch anything because this was a chance of maybe there might be some nudity in it.
Well, yeah, of course.
Well, you have cable and it costs so much. You'd watch everything on it, man.
Yeah.
I think I'd have to say,
Excalibur.
if I had to pick one 80s movie for me that I thought was like, all right, you can pick your favorite. It would probably be the first Back to the Future. That movie was just perfect.
Classic, perfect film, perfect. I agree. With
Yeah,
you.
back the first.
Yeah.
I mean,
Just
so
genius,
good.
just genius.
Yeah.
But I mean,
And
obviously there was a lot
hilarious
of-
at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, it had a lot
Crispin
of
Glover, dude. What a weirdo, man.
Crispin Glover, dude, the best.
Yeah.
He's great. So
Oh,
good.
remember we did me and Francisco did a talk about River's Edge one time.
Yeah.
Oh, he rules, man.
Yeah.
Crispin Glover rules.
Oh my God, what a cast in River's Edge. You had Keanu Reeves in there.
Mhm.
You had Crispin Glover. Like, really great soundtrack. I mean, just wow.
Dennis Hopper.
Dennis Hopper.
That's right.
Yep.
Uh,
Holy
here's-
shit. Ford Fairlane.
Nah,
Oh, yeah,
I can honestly, I never saw that. I never saw Ford Fairlane.
I saw it, I think, once.
Now, I want to test your memories now. I want you to
Fast
see
Time. Classic.
see if you remember this film and tell me who the star was.
Okay.
The film was came out in 86, and it was called House. Who was the star?
House.
It was a horror movie, right?
It was a horror film. It was
I
goofy
can't
with
remember the horror.
it's-
I remember the bad guy looked like Sergeant D from SOD.
Yeah, it was William Catt from Greatest American Hero.
Oh, wow.
That's right, dude. Now I remember the curly hair.
Yeah,
Yes.
the curly hair. Yeah.
Man, I tried watching that recently again.
House?
No, Greatest
Greatest
American
American.
Hero.
It's not as good as you remember it.
No, dude, I love that. I love that show, dude.
We were talking about that one earlier, like the theme song was like. one of
Oh
the
yeah,
best
that's like top fucking theme songs of all time.
Yeah, it is. I mean, and
There's
it
a
gets
flex
stuck in your
from-
head.
Retro Nerd Girl Flex saying the Terminator is my all-time.
Oh.
favorite. I mean, I can't argue that. That's
I
a
can't
cool-
argue that. You can't argue with that. I mean, that's
I
just
mean,
awesome. You know.
I think I watched Commando first. So
your first Arnold movie.
I think so. Yeah,
Well, I mean, that's.
I think that was like '86 or something.
Yeah, it's a little after. What was Terminator? Mikey 84.
84. Yeah, I was in the
Yeah.
Philippines. Yeah. Terminator came out right before Dune came out in the theaters. I remember that. And okay, here's one really obscure. See, you remember this one? Cloak and Dagger. Remember that one?
Mm.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, I do,
Yeah.
but I don't remember.
It had
that.
Henry
premise.
Thomas from ET in there. God, who else was in there? I think there's another name actor in there as well. We're going really digging in
The
deep.
Burbs.
tonight.
That's a
Oh
good
my God.
call.
Oh,
That's
man.
that's an underrated movie right there.
What was that comedy in late 80s? It's about that family that were all cannibals. It was a comedy film. It's like a dark comedy. They're all parents. What they call parents?
That sounds right.
I think that's the one. They would like eat people and stuff.
Parent. It was a dark comedy. It was
Yeah. Good God.
Oh yeah, we have not brought up Tron. Tron was another fun one.
Did you like that remake thing that they did?
I thought it was okay. I didn't get blown away by it, but I liked the original Tron, a lot when I was a kid. Especially those little racing cars. You cut them off and go play the game in the arcade after the movie and shit.
I saw Tron in the
Dabney
theater.
Coleman. That's another.
Yeah, that's it.
Kind
That's
of.
it. I knew Cuban News and Cloak and Dagger. Thank you, Retro.
Dabney Coleman. Oh yeah.
He played such an asshole in 9 to 5 with Dolly Parton and shit.
Wasn't he in that? Was he in that movie with Bobcat Goldthwait about the horse? What was that movie called? Remember that movie?
Oh, I think I have an image in my head.
Ed or what was it? No, hot to trot. Hot to trot.
Hot to trot. Oh shit.
Oh God.
Deep dive.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to go deep again. It's really, really deep. See if you guys remember this one. Mentioned Dabney Coleman. What was his short-lived sitcom that lasted for one season on NBC, 1982? It was critically acclaimed. He was a total jerk in the show. He was a total asshole. It would never get made now. He was a total misogynist. He was a racist.
Damn, my kind of guy. No.
It was called Buffalo Bill.
Wow,
dude, that's like a very vague.
Yeah,
but
never would have guessed that.
Yeah, you got it.
Hey, did you guys talk about Atari yet?
Oh, video games? No, we haven't really got into any of the video game craze, but that's a good subject to get into.
Joust was my favorite game of the era. Joust and Zaxxon are my favorite video games.
Zaxxon was cool.
I love Zaxxon.
I liked them. Sinister, Defender, Tempest was fun too because you have to spin that shit all the time. But if you got a game with a broken one, you get fucked because it wouldn't react right. Of course, Space Invaders and all that shit.
Pitfall.
Pac-Man.
Do you remember Pitfall?
Yeah, I remember Pitfall.
From Activision, right?
Yeah, or was it Activision, ColecoVision, or whatever they were?
Yeah, there was one. There was a Space Invaders inspired game from Activision called Mega Mania. Remember that one, Mega Mania? It had like food falling from the sky, and you try and shoot them down. We had like hamburgers and stuff.
No, I don't remember this one.
I kind of do remember that. He said hamburgers falling from the sky. And
that'd be Fruit's dream, dude. Hamburgers falling from
just open them out, blast them out.
Remember Missile Command, dude? That one we had to.
I love Missile Command.
Fucking had to be all fast and perfect.
Yeah, cool sounds, right? Those cool sounds.
Yeah, for sure.
Defender on a 2600, I got 1,000,000 points off it, but it took me 4 hours to get, and my hand was cramping so bad I couldn't play a game for like days.
Oh, damn, dude.
Yeah, I mean, me and my cousins and stuff that lived down the road. I mean, we would spend all night. We would with our video games, because I can proudly say, whenever Mike Tyson's Punch Out came out, I think that was 86 or something. I don't know.
Yes.
When that was.
Yeah.
I beat Mike Tyson like 2 or 3 times.
Holy shit.
We went like insane at like me and my cousin was like, holy shit.
Like,
you fucking beat him, dude.
You won the world title, right?
Dude, I mean, there was nothing better at that time to beat, but he was so hard to beat.
Yeah. Do you remember what was the game where maybe it was Tyson Punch Out, where you could just hear this over all the other games? Body blow, body blow.
That was the original Punch Out. That was the
that
arcade.
the original? Yeah, okay.
Arcade one. That game ruled.
Loud, man. It was always
body blow, body blow.
Body blow, body
blow.
Put
him away.
Cherry 2000. You remember that one, guys? From Red.
Wasn't that Melanie Griffith, if I recall?
I might even get that mixed up with another movie, dude.
I don't know.
What is Cuba Popeye Sailor Moon 2? What are you talking about? He's in another language. Nintendo had robotic baseball games called Base Wars. It was robots that played baseball, but all the time they would fight one another in the game. That sounds like fun.
That sounds cool. I don't remember that. I think my favorite baseball game was one called Baseball Stars on Nintendo.
Slap Maxwell. Remember that one? That rings a bell. Dabney
That does
Coleman.
ring a bell.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Slap Maxwell. Damn.
I did briefly hear y'all mention one super deep cut. It was Hardcastle in McCormick.
Hardcastle
Like,
McCormick.
wow.
That's
Wasn't
like
that
worse than Canon. You know, like
was
what?
Was that like a Simon and Simon? Which one was first, Simon and Simon or Hardcastle and McCormick?
Oh shit, you got me.
I don't know. I'm asking.
I don't know. Maybe the chat knows.
There was a lot of.
We lost Mikey for a second. I'm not a fan, but I enjoyed Night of the Comic. Oh, I'm not a fan of zombie movies. Night of Comics is a good one. I remember that one. Okay. E.T. would always fall in that hole. Oh, on the video game?
Oh yeah, there was a E.T.
Yeah.
I remember I remember at one time we had neighbors, like people moved into the house next door where I grew up, and that's where I first played Atari, I guess. And the boxing one was just those mechanical arms on the boxing game. It was just like so generic, but it was so. And Pac-Man, I think Pac-Man was the other one that they had.
Oh damn!
But I like Miss Pac-Man though.
Me too.
That was a better game.
That was a better game.
On arcade, it was, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, this will take you back in time. Do you remember Combat? The Atari game Combat?
Yes.
Those tanks in there. Well, as primitive as it gets, right?
Yep.
And it was the free game when you bought the Atari.
Yes, it was the one that just threw in freebie.
Q*bert ruled.
Q*bert was
awesome.
fun.
They even had a Q*bert cartoon. Remember the Q*bert? You guys were a little older than me, so you might not have watched it.
No, I was kind of a nerd even when I was older.
Okay,
so
I got a deep cut. Just drop in my head. See if you guys remember this one. One season wonder. Okay, it was a fantasy show called Wizards and Warriors. Do you remember that one?
Mm-mm.
I probably watched it, but I don't remember.
It had
That sounds like something I would watch.
it had the blonde guy from Taxi. Jeff, what's his name? I can't remember his name now. Rich, remember this one? Wizards and Warriors. It was a good show. It only lasted one season.
Speaking of taxis, DC Cab was a kick-ass taxi.
Oh
movie.
yeah, that movie ruled.
Yeah, and Mr. T and
Mr. T.
Yeah.
That's a great film. That's a great movie.
Yeah.
Here's a tough question. There was a Pac-Man cartoon. I remember.
I remember.
Yep.
Pac-Man.
Yep.
Do you remember Pac-Man's girlfriend's name?
Oh shit! No.
God.
This is Pac-Man.
I don't know why it stuck with me all these years, but it did.
She had a name on the show.
It was PJ.
No
PJ.
shit.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I'll never forget. Yeah, you know how some things like random shit never leaves your head. That's just one of those.
One of those things that burns.
Well, do you remember Plastic Man's girlfriend in the cartoon?
No.
Plastic Man. I remember
Plastic Woman? I don't know.
Her name was Penny.
Oh shit!
And do you remember his friend's name? The Hawaiian guy. Remember his name?
Hula Hulu.
Hula Hula.
Yeah.
What?
Hula Hulu, and he might have been one of the first gay characters in a cartoon. For all we know,
Hula Hulu was a Hawaiian guy's name.
Yeah.
Hula Hulu.
Yeah,
Wow.
they'll never get made though.
Remember, he was always like, "Plaz."
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my God, you're right,
Yes.
dude.
Wow. Hula Hulu.
Hula Hulu, and he's Hawaiian, and he had a Hawaiian shirt to top it off.
Pac-Man was only one season. Wow. I don't remember that.
Jeff Conway, you're right, Sox. Jeff Conway's the guy from Taxi, and he was in Wizards and Warriors. So,
Caveman games, NES.
I like
That
Plastic
rings a
Man.
bell.
I like Plastic Man until they had their kid baby Plas on there. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I vaguely remember that. Like it was like kind of lame.
Now, were they married though? I mean, did he
I
marry?
hell if I remember that.
They
Man.
had a kid, like looking back, I'm like, wait a minute, were they married?
Speaking of, when they ruined a cartoon, Remember Scrappy Doo?
No way.
Be gone,
Oh,
Scrappy.
man.
Crappy dude.
He was the Jar Jar of cartoons, man.
He really was. That's a good comparison. The Jar
Well,
Jar.
it's funny because he was just a little puppy, and he bullied everybody. It seemed like they listened to him. I was like, really?
Scrappy. Now the A-Team. That's another
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
great show.
Love that show.
Happy Scrappy Hero Puff. You know what that's from?
No
It's
one
not-
is going to
it's not
say it,
80s.
but I will. Punky
That's
Brewster.
from-
Big. Yeah. Well, I'm not going to say it. But
Oh,
Well, no,
yeah.
no, when she grew older, she did.
Yeah.
I think she had an operation to reduce them too. Like, why?
yeah, everybody used to call her Punky Boobster later on in life. She hated it apparently.
Oh man.
Bill Cosby, actually the Cosby Show, but yes, that was a popular '80s fucking show.
Side
Saved
Bell?
by the Bell. I think you mean Saved by the Bell, Fraser. Saved by the Bell, Grace.
Yeah, dude. There was a lot of like 1-2 season like sitcoms. I remember.
Yes.
What was that one with Johnny Fever in the '80s? Head of the Class.
Head of the class, yeah.
Remember Head of the Class? That was pretty obscure one.
And they
Was,
had Mike Tyson's girlfriend was on there.
Yeah, that's one.
That's right. Robin Gibbons, right?
Evan Gibbons,
Yeah.
that's right, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, there was a
Well,
lot
yeah,
of
we
like,
talked about Thundar earlier. Like that's probably one of the best
There's-
cartoons ever.
And
Thundar.
don't forget Thunder, the ripoff of Thunder, which is Black Star, that came out in Filmation in '83.
Filmation always trying, man.
Well, speaking of like ripoffs or kind of copying something, I always like GoBots instead of Transformers myself. Remember
The
GoBots?
GoBots, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
The E-Villain had the coolest name, Psykill. I always thought that was
they're
awesome.
the cool name. They're the cool name.
Very cool name.
In some area, those are fighting words in some places. You know that.
Oh, some conventions, I'm
Oh
sure.
my God, those Transformers fans are hardcore, man. You mentioned GoBots, they pull out revolvers and shit.
Yeah,
just-
yeah, exactly. But I bet, yeah.
I enjoyed the GoBots a little more.
I like GoBots.
I did too.
Galaxy Rangers. Wow. I kind of remember that name, Retro, but that's a deep dive.
What was that? That show in '86 that had Flash Gordon, the Phantom, and they were all in space. Do you know that one?
With Flash Gordon?
Flash Gordon, and it had the Phantom in there.
Oh, dude, that's right.
What was that show? Something of the Universe. Help out, chat.
Masters
Yeah.
of the Universe. Symptom of
Yeah.
the Universe.
It was like a super team, right?
Super
With
team,
all of
yeah.
them- Yeah,
Had
with
all
all
these
of them in it.
King Features comic strip characters teaming up.
Defenders.
of the Universe. Defenders of the Universe, I think it was called.
Fucking Retro knows it, dude.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
That's right.
One season wonder.
One season wonder. Let's see if I can bring up something. Where'd it go?
I like because 80s were the time when I started recognizing or like listening to. Oh, go ahead.
Oh God.
Galactic Guardians.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the high tech super like Star Wars Super Friends, right?
They had
Basically.
Dark Side
Yeah.
on there. Dark Side.
Yeah. Darkseid was always trying to get Wonder Woman to marry him on this. That was like always some like side plot of the show.
Wait, is this
Darkseid
Super Friends? Is that the same
it's
thing? or no?
it's a later Super Friends. Like
Oh.
they would change the names of the shows, but
Yeah.
remember Star Wars was all popular, so they had to get with the times. So it was the superpowers team, Galactic Guardians.
That's funny.
They had Firestorm and Cyborg in there. I mean, how cool was
Yeah,
that, right?
If you have this figure, you have a lot of money. That was one of the figures that Cyborg is one of the rarest ones, I think.
Yeah, I wasn't here anymore by the time those were I was in the Philippines when those came out. It's
You
Kenner.
didn't get them over there.
No, it's Kenner as well. Yeah, I just saw you wearing an Accused T-shirt. Man, I'm from Seattle, so those guys were gods over here. The Accused.
Oh, yeah, top 5 band of all time for me. So
Yeah, Martha Splatterhead and all that stuff. Was
right,
great.
exactly.
Yeah, Mikey has some cool freaking West Coast, North Pacific West Coast stories. Defenders of the
Defenders
Earth.
of the Earth. Yep, there you go. Yeah.
There you go, Kevin.
Members of the Faith. Oh.
Yeah. Okay, Fraser. What about Wonder Woman?
What about her? What about her? Linda Carter, right?
That's the OG Wonder Woman. Yep. What else? Yeah. Hey, Mikey.
Was Dukes of Hazzard 80s?
It started in the 70s, but it was still showing in the 80s. Yeah.
Oh, here's another toy I wanted to show. If you have this one from the 80s, the
IG-88.
The 12-inch IG-88 is like super fucking expensive nowadays. So I guess it was rare from the original airline.
I never saw it, dude. I never saw that.
Yeah. And guess what, Mikey? I had one at one time. Oh. I traded it to the comic book store guy to get a complete run of Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Oh man, dude!
Bad investment. That thing is. I mean, it was worth money then, but now it's outrageous amount of money. I was like, I used to fucking own that damn thing.
What I wanted that big Boba Fett figure as a kid. I could never afford it, man.
That was a tough one to find too.
Yeah, tough one to find. I remember seeing it. World Eater. I love the Micronauts. Just one of the best the toy timelines of all time. Was just great.
And didn't Michael Golden do the art from the comics?
Yeah.
Yeah. Micronauts ruled, man. That was cool.
Love that. Love that.
I don't know that one.
You remember the Micronauts? Yeah.
I remember Micro Machines. That's about it.
Of course, yeah. Elvira was in the intro, of course. Man.
Elvira, dude, I used to love singing that song in like elementary school. And our music class or whatever you called it in elementary school.
Oh, that's a good call. I'm gonna get you, sucker. That was a hilarious OG.
You dirty, shut your mouth.
And when they would always do the stunts, it'd be like a white person with a wig on or something.
What was the guy's name? That comedian Robert Townsend or no? Was that
God.
I think
I'm gonna get you, sucker. Was that?
Yep, that's Townsend. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And Keenan Ivory Wayans.
Yeah, that's right. Yep. That's right. Is that the one Chris Rock does the ribs skit thing in? No.
Oh shit! Q the Winged Serpent.
Yes.
That's a good movie. When he goes on top of the what building does he get on, Mikey? Is it the
is it Empire State Building?
Empire State Building, yeah. Or is it one in Chicago? But I remember that movie. It was a giant winged serpent flying around, just causing fucking problems.
Glad you brought that up, Retro. The director of that film, Larry something, I can't remember his name now. Maybe you can chat there. It reminds me of two other films he did, but one in particular was in the 80s. It was called The Stuff. Remember The Stuff?
Yes, I remember The Stuff.
Yeah, it's just a hilarious film. But he also did It's Alive as well, back in the 70s.
And this is another one she brought up that's good. Galaxy of Terror. Wow, that's a good horror movie, but it's a sci-fi horror movie, man. Have you ever watched that one?
James Cameron worked on that film, I believe.
Yes, he did. Yeah. Freaking alien and bug rape scenes and shit. It's brutal, man.
That's like Humanoids from the Deep as well. There's those really weird movies like that. You know?
Oh, Humanoids from the Deep rules. Remember the ending, the birth?
Yeah. I sent
what a shocking ending.
Sent you another picture, Necron.
Okay, Robotech. That's a cool show.
Yeah, the cartoon. Yeah, that was really cool.
All right, let me get this picture loaded.
Yeah, I remember all these movies and TV shows. I just can't believe all this stuff. I just never left my brain.
Isn't that weird? Like the stuff we should have fucking kept in our brain.
Yeah,
it didn't stick around with this stuff.
I don't remember what I was taught in school, but I remember the Humanoids from the Deep for sure. I remember the stuff, The
stuff.
I remember the Powers of Matthew Starr.
Remember? Oh, dude, that was such a freaking deep dive. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna be.
Do you remember the show about the chimp that had like a 2,000 IQ or something like that? It was called Mr. Smith.
Oh, dude. Yes.
Talking chimp. Horrible.
Some of the stuff that could get on the air back then is amazing. And
Oh, I
there
know.
was, and it's not even like today where you have so many choices. Like
Yeah.
fuck. Okay, we'll put that on the air. Fuck it.
We only had like 3 or 4 channels besides outside of UHF.
Yeah, but your main 3 networks:
Yeah.
CBS, NBC, and ABC. That was it.
Yep.
All right,
Well, I remember one thing that's very 80s to me, at least to me, was the after school specials.
Yeah.
Oh
Michael
God.
Golden.
Yeah.
Michael Golden.
Oh, freaking deep dive.
Yeah. Michael Nuts artist, a really cool guy. This is from 8 years ago. What an honor it was to meet him, man. It's great
Michael
stuff.
Golden, dude, that is cool.
He autographed my Micronauts #1 as well. So
Really?
yeah.
Hell yeah, that's awesome, dude. Look up Michael Golden in the chat if you don't know who he is. He's a great artist.
Oh,
from
guys,
the 70s and 80s.
He inspired Ty McFarlane, and you can see the influence in there big time.
Yeah, especially with capes
really.
and things. Mm-hmm. All right, what's the chat saying? Night Court. Yeah, that's a good show. What was the big bailiff's name?
Bull.
Bull.
That's right.
Yeah, good one, dude. The Bugs Bunny Roadrunner show. Hell yeah. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, they censored those. They censored those for a while. Like, what the fuck are you guys doing?
Oh yeah, that ruins them, dude. Like with all
man.
the guns and explosions. And
oh yeah,
stuff.
come on. Nothing happened to us.
Was the Chimp James Bond show? Was that the Chimp James Bond show?
No, the show was called Mr. Smith. It came out in 1983. It was the same year that Manimal was on. So
fucking Manimal, dude.
There's another one. Simon McCorkindale is Manimal. Which was the same year that Automan was on. Remember Automan?
I don't even remember freaking Automan.
Like a Tron ripoff show.
Automan. Wow, you got me there, dude. I don't have a memory of that.
Seriously, look up Automan. You'll know it. You don't think you remember it? Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah. Now this was top tier.
Love that.
Battle of the Planets.
I couldn't wait to get home and watch the show. It was, in Japan, it was called Gatchaman.
Yeah.
And then it became G-Force when they brought it back. But just a great show.
Yeah, I like every once in a while you can on YouTube I can catch some of the original Gatchaman with the violence and all that. So fucking cool, dude.
You know what's crazy is that in the American version of the cartoon they don't reveal it, but original Japanese the villain was transgender.
Dang.
They had no idea.
I had no idea. No. That's weird.
And
does that make them G-Force Republicans? But and you know what? It used to play in my town. It was back to back with the Muppet Show on Saturdays.
Oh my God, Fraggle Rock on there as well, man.
The Muppet Show. That was a good time too.
I love it.
Here's an obscure cartoon, if anybody remembers this one, the Drac Pack.
Holy shit, dude. Damn, man. I do remember that.
The Drac Pack. Oh, it lasts like a 2 seasons maybe, and that was it.
I get these nostalgic stirrings when I see that photo, man. You're taking me way back in time.
Right? Like,
remember the Lone Ranger? The Lone Ranger cartoon?
Yeah. I got lost in the chat, so I'm just gonna pick up G.I. Joe cartoon. Hell, fuck, can we even bring up G.I. Joe, Mikey? Yeah, we're gonna have to get doing another one of these. There's just so many of these.
Knowing is half the battle.
Knowing is half the battle. That is right. Blues, Hill Street Blues. Yeah, that was a cool. Beastmaster and Kroll, 2 freaking good ones.
Man, I love Beastmaster. Tanya Roberts, rest in peace.
Dude, that's like top tier Tanya Roberts and Beastmaster.
Oh yeah, that's 82. That's another of those fantasy films that came out. Sword and Sorcerer Conan. Then you have Beastmaster as well. Let's not forget Sheena, which came out in 84. Like full frontal nudity in a PG movie. Yes. see that.
That used to happen a lot back then, right?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
get like full frontal in a freaking PG movie. It was weird.
Yeah, as long as it wasn't sexual.
Yeah. hmm
Oh, she's just taking a shower, you know.
Yeah. There's no sex involved. She's just completely
And
naked. Yeah.
every teenager's like pulling her trousers down.
Waiting for that VHS to come out.
Thunder, you got me with that one.
Yeah.
Right?
Thunder in Paradise. That
Was that one of those syndicated shows? I think it was.
Pirates of Dark Water.
That's
I remember that one. This is one we didn't bring up too. Max Headroom. That was like a big hit for a minute.
Dude, that show was so good, and it got canceled. I think it was. I heard ABC canceled it because it was attacking the network or something. It was very satirical.
Oh, like making them look like idiots or something.
Yeah. So
Probably so.
they got a little sensitive about it.
And here's Frasier, Beauty and the Beast. Carrying on, The Breakfast Club, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, two classics.
Okay, little trivia: Ferris Bueller's Day Off was my first published article ever. I reviewed that movie. All-time favorite of mine. Well, one of my all-time. It's John Hughes, you know.
Yeah, of course. It's hilarious.
Classic.
Bueller.
I gotta get going, guys. It's 7 o'clock.
Yeah, I was going to wrap this up too because
Yeah.
we're over.
Yeah. The next round, we gotta keep doing this, man. It's just too much fun, you know.
Yeah, for sure, dude.
I mean, I think I'll create some different angles for the 80s because there's so much we can cover. Because I did not realize my memory is this good.
It's just like a free flow mania, right?
Free flow mania, you know.
Yeah.
We gotta keep everybody's having fun right now. We gotta keep doing this, you know.
Yeah, the chat was super involved too. Dude.
Yeah, this is great stuff. And
oh
it's so different.
Shit! Fucking Retro brought up a freaking the legend of
Helen
Billie
Slater.
Jean.
Yeah.
That's a freaking course.
With a great Pet Benatar song, yeah.
Yes. Remember we have our long conversation about Swamp Thing because of the scene with Adrienne Barbeau.
we saw her boobies.
Yeah, like years in the making to finally see those damn things. If you're there, you understand. You know, you have to be a kid from the 80s and the 70s. Conan the Adventure animated series. I think that was the 90s. I'm not sure.
That was the 90s, yeah.
Early 90s, though. Yeah, pretty close. All right. Well, hey, Francisco, thanks for coming by.
Nice to meet you, man.
Yeah.
We'll invite you on the next 80s one if you want to pop out, man. What you got going on next for you? You want to plug while we're here?
Yeah, I just got a show tomorrow. Just playing tunes, and JD's going to be on with me. We're going to talk about our new release with our band and
ETD.
Yeah, see what happens with after that. You know, just like every other show, nothing's really. There's no script or anything. You just go on and chit chat. You know.
Just a show.
But yeah, that's coming up, and then my band HRA is playing June 16th in Houston. So, yeah, that's it.
Mikey, are you doing anything tonight later? You want to plug or?
Oh yeah, so I have Zod Rider at 10 o'clock PST. Eric Meyer Burnett. We're gonna do a special Philippines edition of our weekly party show. So it'll be a lot of fun tonight.
Another 20,000 view now.
Yeah, I think last I heard from Zod, we had 26,000 views.
God damn!
It's in a week, dude. In a week, and it's still exploding. Oh,
that's for the Volts 5.
Yeah, Volts 5. Yeah.
Dang, dude! Congratulations on that.
Thank you. Yeah, we're going to talk more about that tonight. But this time, we're at Meyer Burnett. So how cool is that?
Well, yeah, Robert will bring a lot to the table.
Oh yeah, he will. Yeah. A great show, guys. Man, this is a lot of fun. We got to do this again next week, dude.
All right. We'll just carry on, man.
Yeah.
And I will be on Friday night with Jeff Tandy, who went to the Still Fest in Finland. He'll be doing a show report, and we'll show videos from the show, and he'll talk about it because he was there. It should be a good old fucking extreme metal time, man.
Awesome.
Yeah. controversial metal stuff. All right, man.
All right.
All right. I think I'm just going to end it, y'all. So later, no
See
hard.
ya.
Yeah.
All right.
See you guys later. You take care.